This is Wendell Kelly, man. This is Leverage Your Life. Alright guys, welcome to Leverage Your Life. This is a new episode. I got one of my favorite people in the DC area with me today. This is a treat for you guys. His name is Easy. Easy got a sign everywhere throughout the city, man. He started out, I'll let him tell your story, but he started out with these small signs. Now he got them on all the bus stops in every neighborhood. And when, me being successful in real estate, a lot of people know me, but then they like, man, you remind me of this guy named Easy, man. Easy sign everywhere, man. But Easy, if you can't just tell everybody hello and then.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Easy. Everybody calls me the Easy Way. That's my brand, the Easy Way. And I've been in real estate for 20 years. Mm-hmm. As an investor, I started as an investor, but recently I transitioned to becoming a real estate agent. So it's about 4.5, about going on 5 years now.
Okay, nice.
As an agent. Man.
So I'm gonna tell you about Easy. So I met Easy years ago. He was working at the hospital. I met him years ago. I used to be a firefighter. I don't know if you guys know or remember, but I used to be a firefighter. I met him years ago, and I remember a few times he asked me about, just something about real estate, a couple of times, and then obviously he was an investor, so maybe that's the reason why he was asking me that. And then after a while, I started to hear about him. A bunch of my firefighter coworkers was like, my guy Easy. Remember the guy at the hospital? They handed me his business card, and they're like, man, you and him, y'all should connect. And then I went into your last broker's office. Exit, right. I went into his office, and I was kind of disappointed at the broker, man, because the broker treated me like I was like a new agent who didn't have the production that I had at the time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude, help me move here. You got to do a lot more to get me to move here. I said this basic introduction thing that you're giving me, like, hey, Wendell, hey, we can get you one lead a month or something like that. That was nothing for me, man. So he said, you know what? I can get you like this guy named Easy. Have you heard of Easy? That's what he told me. Have you heard of Easy? I said, no, I never heard of him, man. He said, you sure you hear of Easy, man? He's everywhere, the Easy Way. So I said, no, I never heard of him. So he said, let me give you a tour around the office. And when we went around the office, you saw me. Yeah. And then you got like, oh, it's him. He was like, I thought you didn't know Easy. I said, yeah, I'm not going like 2 more months and I know the guy. You doing really well. But that's a story about how I met Easy and what I know about Easy. Yeah. But Easy, can you tell our audience like where you come from, how you started, what got you into real estate, what got you into real estate investment, just a little background of yourself.
You're from Nigeria. I've been in DC since I came here when I was 18. So when I came here, I went to Howard. Mm-hmm. So when I went to Howard,
I live in Princeton Street, right? Yeah. It's Princeton Place. Right by the metro station, Georgia and Petwood. Right. So at that time, it wasn't such a great neighborhood, right? But I lived there with my friends. Everybody was like, were younger, all going to school and stuff. So one day I just sat down and I calculated how much we were each paying. Right. And you said it was 3 levels, right? It was like 3 levels. So there was a basement, there was the first floor. My man Kevin Gibbs, he had the whole first floor. Then on the top floor was me, my guy UK, and there was this other dude who lived on the top floor. Mm-hmm. So I just rented a room. Right. And everybody just had rooms. It was like a rooming kind of situation. Yeah. Okay, room. But we rented the whole house. Absolutely, yeah. So the guy Kevin, he had the whole first floor, so he paid more. I think he paid like $600 at that time. Right. So he probably had a bathroom and all of that to himself. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like at the top floor was me, my guy UK, and this other dude. So 3 of us stayed on the top floor. Right. And we all we shared the bathroom, right? But the other guy had a bathroom to himself. Yeah. So one day I just did the math, and it ended up being like, I think like $2,200 a month. Yeah. It doesn't sound like much right now. Back then it was a lot. But back then, I'm talking about 96, 97. You know what I'm saying? Right. I was like, wow, we're paying all this. Yeah. In a bad neighborhood, it was not a great neighborhood, and the house wasn't like, rough out there, and it wasn't like a fancy house, things are always messing up all the time. Yeah. So I was like, man, I could do this. Yeah, I could do this. How difficult could it be? So I don't even know. There's a library by Princeton Place. They had this DC library over there. Yeah. I went to the library. I just started getting all these books. about credit. Started studying.
Yeah.
Because you know, I'm 18, 19. No,
Right.
I can't remember how old, but I was around that age.
Yeah, young, right.
I didn't know anything about credit or this or that. So I started reading about this.
Yeah.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You know, started reading.
Robert Kiyosaki.
Right. Like from back in the 90s. So I'm reading all this stuff. And I'm like, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to do what she's doing.
I love that, man.
Yeah. So I bought my first place.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a while because I had to fix my credit because I messed it up.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a while. I had to stack up.
Right.
It took me a while, but I bought my first property when I was 25.
Nice.
Bought a 2-bedroom condo
in
Hyattsville.
Yeah.
Stayed in one place with my brother. We stayed in one room.
Okay, so you room shared that?
Yeah, exactly. Room shared that because I was trying to mimic what she did.
Yeah.
Stayed in one room with my brother and rented out the bigger room to this other dude.
Yeah.
Then
so you and your brother stayed in one room together.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Yeah, I was just trying to save my money. Because my goal was to buy another one the next year.
Right.
So the next year I bought another condo in Hyattsville.
Okay.
Then the third year I bought another condo.
Nice.
The fourth year I bought another condo.
Yeah.
Then the fifth year I bought another condo.
Wow.
So I was doing it back to back.
Yeah.
But all this time, I'm working 2 jobs. Remember I used to work in the hospital.
Right,
so when I worked at Howard, I worked at Providence. I worked at Holy Cross. I worked at Washington Venice Hospital.
Oh, damn, you worked at all of those.
Yeah, I was doing 2 at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, really?
So in the medical field, you can work from 7 to 3:30.
Yeah.
That's one job. Get off. Rush to the other hospital.
Right, 4 or 5 o'clock. Yeah.
4 to midnight.
Yeah.
Then that shift.
Yeah.
And you do that Monday through Friday.
Man, you was grinding.
I was grinding heavy. Saturday, ask them, they'll tell you.
I believe
Saturday and Sunday, 16 hours. Plus the overtime, holiday pay. So that helped me stock up.
Man, I love that, man.
Stacked up and I bought all these properties.
And how many years you did that for?
Oh, I did it till I started doing real estate.
Oh, wow.
Because I bought that first 5 condos.
Yeah.
Then I thought about it like, I need to step it up.
Yeah. Okay.
So I started buying multi-unit buildings.
Right, I love that. Yeah.
So I bought a 4-unit building over there by Brooklyn, Brooklyn.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, man, so you got the equity in that thing now.
I'm trying.
So I'm glad you said before you continue, man. Yeah. So I got an agent on my team. She just left out, Alexis. She just bought her first house. Well, a couple years ago she bought her first house. But I was just now telling her the same thing. We literally just sitting over there. And I was telling her, like, you need to start buying properties. I know this real estate. This real estate is it's good. We both enjoy it. We make a lot of connections, and we make decent money. However, we need to protect your money as investments,
of course.
Right? Yeah. So, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So so then I transitioned to sales kind of by mistake.
Okay.
Because I had all those properties, I was constantly renting properties out to people. I was renting like my condos to people. I was always talking about real estate. You know, like how we used to talk.
Right.
So this one guy comes up to me and he wants to buy a property in DC.
Right, I think he told me the story, but go ahead. Yeah.
$1 million property in DC. And he wanted me to plug him into a real estate agent.
Right.
So I connected him to another real estate agent, like, yo, this is my people,
Yeah.
He's trying to buy $1 million property.
Yeah.
I know enough of the business to know that $1 million commission is a good commission.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Look out for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So what ended up happening is like nothing happened.
You didn't, right? I remember that. You did tell me the story.
Exactly.
I remember you told me that.
So, So when that happened, I talked to my man who was a broker. And I was like, yo, like, man, why didn't he give me nothing? He was just like, man, he's not supposed to give it to you. It's illegal for him to. The only way he's supposed to give you a piece of his commission is if you're a licensed agent.
Yeah.
So if you become a licensed agent, you could get 25% of the deals. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, you can become a referral agent.
Right.
Immediately, like the next week, I just took 2 weeks off from both my jobs.
And got your license.
I just got my license.
I love it, man. So you went in class for 2 weeks, so you did the accelerated course.
I did 60 hours. I wasn't doing anything else but that. I go to the class, come home, study, because I really wanted to get it.
Yeah.
I got my license. As soon as I got my license, I'm thinking like, I'm about to start making all this money. Nice. So, no deals. No deals. I'm thinking like I'm going to get another $1 million deal.
Yeah.
No deals.
Right.
So, it was a challenge to myself. Like, you can't even get one deal?
Right.
Not even one? So I just stepped it up. I started reading the books, you know, all the real estate books and stuff. I started asking like the OGs, like, yo, like, what do you do, da da da. So the next thing I just, you know, doubled up on my prospecting.
Right.
You know, learned about marketing.
Right.
And I just got locked into it.
Right. So before you move on, because it's a podcast and I want people to be inspired by that.
Yeah.
When you say prospecting and marketing, what do you mean, and what did you do when you say? I mean, when you first started? So for example, the girl Alexis who just left, she's new, brand new. What do you think she should be doing?
What I did was every day, no matter what, I gave 20 people my business cards.
Wow.
No matter what.
Wow.
No matter what. 7 days a week, 20 people.
Sheesh. I love it.
So
man.
all the firefighters,
yeah.
as soon as they come into the hospital, like, yo, let me
they was giving me your card.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I give them my card. You know, I'm a real estate agent now. They're like, well, you work in the hospital? Yeah. Forget about that. I'm an agent now, though. You know, like the nurses, because I took advantage of being in the medical field.
Right, for sure.
The nurses are getting money. The doctors are getting money.
Right.
Firefighters, you guys stay getting money.
All day.
Police officers come through the hospital. It's like everybody who kind of comes in the hospital is financially well off.
Right. I love that.
So I took advantage of that. It's not immediate though.
Right.
You know, it takes time.
Gotta
so
water it.
Yeah, 20 people a day for like 2 months.
Right.
I mean, I still do it to this day, but I'm just saying. But I was doing it consistently.
Yeah.
Then my third month, this dude hit me randomly. This guy named Akini.
Okay.
Akini's a nurse in the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, yo, man, I'm trying to buy a house, and like, you know, why not use you? I know you. We work out together because we used to work out together at the gym in the hospital.
Yeah.
And I was like, for real?
Yeah.
Like, you gonna use me? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. You know, I was shocked. Then Akini gave me my first chance.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a history since then.
To go, and that's I love to hear that you say that, because that's important, because it's not going to be a quick turnover at all. You know, so people got to understand that marketing takes time. It takes. You know, we already know it's like 21 days for a habit to form. So, but it's also 21 days for them people to recognize you, knowing that you, all right, okay, he's a realtor. But then you consistently doing it over and over. Then it's starting to program with them. You know, then eventually it's like, you know what? So I'm gonna give you an example. It was a firefighter, and I think I told this before my podcast. So I got a friend. His name is Josie. He's a firefighter.
That's my guy.
You know Josie, right? Exactly. You know Josie. I forgot. So Josie, he was pretty much similar to you. So when we first started, we started the fire department together, the same age, I mean, same time. We both started at the same time. And he used to get all this overtime, man. All this overtime. I'm like, Josie, how are you getting all this overtime, man? He said, man, you know what? I'm no different than you. He said, all I do is every time I see the chief and the aide, I be like, Josie's available, Josie's available, Josie's available. He said, they don't pick me up. He said, but after a while, it started programming in their head.
Exactly.
He said, so as soon as they looking for an overtime body, the first thing they gonna think, Josie's available. What do you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So that's the same exact thing that you did with the business card. I like that. But go on, man. I'm sorry.
So so that's how the next thing. Because I consistently kept on doing it.
Right.
Then I used that discipline from doing that.
Right.
Social media.
Right.
I started posting on social media. Then the people I was meeting, the firefighters, I started adding them on my social media. Right. So even when they're not around, when they're on social media, they see me posting things related to real estate.
For sure.
So that now also reminds them like, oh yeah, he's a real estate. So when they go on Instagram, they see me showing a house or closing on a deal. So like, but the key is to just do it consistently, because it's like a muscle.
Right.
You know, like you work out,
absolutely.
I can see you work out.
You can see
I see your guns. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're building a muscle.
For sure.
So the discipline muscle is so important. For new agents, you need to build your discipline muscle.
Right.
You need to be out here working.
Absolutely. I love that. Yeah. So your biggest thing is, the cars is one thing, then you hit them on the social media. So at the beginning, that was your thing, cars, social media. So the way I look at it is that you introducing yourself with the cars, and now you like really building trust with social media. So all right, look, I'm in real estate, but now I'm adding you. So so I introduce myself. Then I follow up by adding you to social media. Now I'm adding content, so you know, damn, I'm definitely in real estate.
Exactly.
But now you just started. Then you double down. Now you now see the signs everywhere. So how you get to that point?
The signs was crazy, like because I mean, I'm constantly on the zone, right? So I'm driving around, and everywhere I go, I look and I see this yellow. It's like gold. Nadine's hair braiding.
Right.
I'll go to like a different part of PG County, Nadine's hair braiding. So next thing I call Nadine, like, hey Nadine, what's up? My name is Easy. I want to meet you. And she's all suspicious, like, why? Why you want to meet me? It's hair braiding, you're a guy. What you want to meet me for? I'm just like, I want to pick your brain. So I went to go see her. I sat down with her and I asked her, like, how much does this cost?
Yeah, okay. The signs.
The signs.
Right.
And she told me how much it cost. And then I was like, what about police? Like, you know, like,
yeah.
And she was like, yeah, they throw it away, but you know, you just put it right back. And I was like, you don't get any fines? She's like, man, I haven't received any fines yet.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I mean, it costs a grip though. It's a lot. It's expensive.
I remember you told me.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
So next thing I was like, all right, bet. So I go and I get 10 signs. I'm thinking I'm doing something. I get 10 signs. So I'm on my way to the gym. I put one sign, you know, right. I go to the Planet Fitness. One sign right by the Planet Fitness. Another sign somewhere.
Right.
By the time I go to the Planet Fitness, I work out and come back, it's gone. I was like, wow.
Like the trash man.
The trash man trashed
it.
it. Then I had to like think back to how, you know, I was telling you about the business cards.
Right.
I can't be thinking in number of tens.
Right, so you need to be thinking big.
Hundreds, 200s, thousands.
Right.
You know, thinking small. You know,
Right.
at first I was thinking small, like, I'll do 10 and see, I'll get calls. Nah.
Right.
So I had to double it up.
Right.
You know, and when I double it up, you know, you still got to double up your money because it's expensive.
For sure.
But those signs used to cost me like $4,000 or $5,000 a month.
I remember you was telling me, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I called the person that you gave me. You gave me the contact too. Yeah.
And what's so crazy about the signs is like, you're not, you know, like the business cards.
Right.
It's not immediate. Like you don't just start getting calls immediately.
Right. The same thing.
Yeah. So same thing with the business card.
Thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So I went hard with those signs, but like that stuff got me so much business, man.
I know that. I can tell how it changed your life, man.
It changed my life.
Man,
yeah.
Everybody knows you, man. Everybody know you,
Your
man.
little kids, man. The easy way from the signs, like those little signs, right?
Yeah.
But the key is like the consistency.
For sure.
I was putting the signs up every day.
For sure.
Every single day.
Yeah.
I was pumping money into it. I didn't make any money from those signs for like 6 months.
Took a while.
It took a while.
Okay. Yeah.
And it took me like going at nighttime and stuff. But you know, the first deal I got paid for everything.
For all the signs.
For all the signs plus my time. If I calculated how much time I put into it.
Yeah.
Then I just kept on getting deals.
So it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Right, for sure.
But don't forget this. I put in work though.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. So nothing is overnight.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like a lot of people just want to come up like real quick.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
So I got an agent on my team, man. So a couple agents on my team, they like, I don't want to say worship you, but they like, I'm trying to be like easy. And I'm sure a lot of people want to be like you because you branded everywhere, right? And I told them, like, that's a good strategy. And I talked to other people. I think I was talking to Katrina earlier today. We were talking about the signs. You know, you get a lot of bad business with that. You get a lot of people that, because I know from an example, just having different marketing strategies in different areas, you get a lot of bottom feeders, and so my agents, they started to do the same thing, put the signs out the same way. A couple guys on my team, and that's what they was getting, a lot of bottom feeders, but they stopped. You cannot stop.
You can't stop.
Exactly. You gotta. So wherever So the reason I'm mentioning is that because whatever it is, you gotta keep on hitting at it and working at it and working at it and working at it, and eventually the floodgate's gonna open.
Yeah,
and that's what I see from you.
Yeah. The only reason why I actually stopped doing the signs in DC, the mayor's office contacted me.
Really?
And said if they see one more sign of mine, they'll charge me $100 per sign.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
really?
They hit me up. Yeah, so I stopped doing it in DC.
Yeah.
Then in Maryland, the senator.
Oh, damn. Really?
Came to the office. He didn't even call. He pulled up. I wasn't there. You know, the broker was there.
I got you.
He pulled up with like 5 of the signs.
Yeah.
And he was just like, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
He went to the real estate commission.
Oh,
the real estate commission wrote me a letter, sent me an email and told me, like, basically they said, we're not going to make you stop doing these signs, but these signs are illegal. It's a problem.
Illegal. Right.
Like, it was like the president of the the PG, you know, I'm
I
a
got
PG cop.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know, you only see his name on plaques. Like,
Yeah,
you know, I never, you know,
right.
but I received like an email from him.
Yeah.
Like, that scared me to my bones because, you know, hey, man, they'll just take your license and it's a wrap.
That's a good thing, though. Let me tell you one thing about that. Anytime somebody, anytime there's animosity in the room, man, things change, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're doing a good thing,
Yeah.
That's
With the DC one, I was just like, wow, the mayor's office.
Right, the mayor office.
I'm a big boy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the government calling me, so it made me realize the amount of effort I put into it. Because at one point I was doing 30 signs a day. So 30 signs a day. And then another thing you told me, and I like, so that's, I'm loving hearing this, Easy, because I want people to notice this, is that it's hard work, but it's consistency that's gonna make you, that's gonna really get you to the next level. Of course.
And I deal with that myself, and then you start seeing that if you work hard, you get a lot. If you don't work hard, it start going down, right? And it's consistent. It's always like that, man. But then also you branding yourself. That's probably the most important thing. You in different areas, you business cards, you still do that every day.
Yeah, every day. No. That's where I'm coming from right now.
I know you are. Business cards every day. You add in new people to your sphere of influence, social media or however you're doing it, and then you start providing content, you know, on top of that, showing that I'm actually in real estate, and then you putting signs everywhere. Man, how are you able to handle all these leads, man? You leveraging yourself?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you are.
Of course.
I'm sure you are.
Of course.
You can tell me your strategy all camera.
Of course. Sure. But just you know, what I need to tell the people though, the most important thing is consistency. Right. Just be consistent. I told somebody this yesterday.
You don't have to be a rocket scientist.
Yeah, like if you wear a wife beater, right? That says buy or sell a house with me with a plaque, and you stand outside. If you're consistent enough, you will make sales.
For sure.
Somebody will call you, like, you know what I'm saying? So just be consistent with whatever you're doing. Give it time, and the money's going to flood.
And let it grow.
Yeah, it'll happen,
And you can't let up. That's one of the biggest things. Yeah. That's one of the biggest things.
Because I know when I was doing it, a couple of people started doing it, because I was paying attention.
Right, for sure.
Then they just stopped.
Right, exactly.
They stopped.
Exactly. And I'm glad you said that, because people doing the same thing. So you're not the type of people you're not the type of person that's mad that people like doing the same thing. You're excited about it, right? I know. I know you shared it with me. I know.
Exactly.
Sure. Exactly.
I make videos like, hey, this is what I'm doing, man.
Exactly.
Because there's just so much. For example, in Maryland, every month there are 5,000 transactions.
Oh wow.
Every month.
Wow.
No matter what the economy is. No matter what the economy is. So I can't do 5,000.
I know.
So
it's impossible.
It's impossible.
Exactly.
So there's so much that I shared. Like, let's come get this money.
Absolutely,
let's do it together. Let's inspire each other.
Right,
you know?
Exactly. And then you teach other people, then they come back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I seen he had this networking event.
Oh yeah.
He packed the whole restaurant. I'm like, this dude right here, man. And that all comes from branding. I know where that comes from. Yeah, it's a whole lot of it. Man. Yeah, I'm proud of you, Easy,
man.
Man. So what's next for Easy?
You know, my goal in life is to put 1 million families in 1 million homes.
Right. You always say that. Yeah.
So to get on that level, to play on that level, that's what we're talking about, speaking in front of people.
Right.
So you just need to be able to like connect with thousands and tens of thousands of people.
Right.
So that's everything I do is just revolves around that goal.
Right. Okay.
You know, putting 1 million families in 1 million homes. You know, I do my networking events to try and connect with more business owners, more people. I host a home buying seminar once a month to educate.
Once a month.
Yeah, once a month. Yeah, every month. Yeah. Educate the community. Like, yo, you want to learn how to buy a house? Come learn. Yeah. You don't have to use me as your agent. Yeah. But come learn the process. You know, so everything I do, it revolves around that goal.
Nice. You know, so you got one goal, and you just streamline your life towards that.
And because the goal is so massive, it just makes me, you know, think and play on a higher level. Right. You know, like that.
I love that, man. So, I love that, man. That's amazing, man.
Yeah, we're trying.
Man, look, Easy. You said another day, man. I really appreciate you coming out, man. Like I said, man, people, if you watching this, you see how Easy just consistent. He using his life to level up in life. You know what I mean? Like aligning his life towards his million family, million home goal, right? It's right, million families and million home goal, and it's like everything is aligning. Like you told me one thing I want to mention. You said you was posting 24 times a day. You was trying to do every hour.
Yeah.
So that's, well, I don't know how you did that. You had to
my
sleep,
goal,
man.
my goal is 10. My goal is 10 posts a day.
Okay.
But I push to try and do 24 posts.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So the reason I'm saying is that his whole life is aligned around that. Every hour of the day is aligned around him getting to his million home goal. But it's the consistency what Easy is consistent with, and was helping them get to the next level. And I want everybody who just starting in real estate or starting in anything in life just to understand that in order for things to work, you got to keep on pushing even when it's hard. Easy just mentioned he had some downfalls. I'm sorry that it wasn't easy in the beginning, but the easy way. It wasn't easy in the beginning. It wasn't easy. It was always easy for him, but it wasn't easy in the beginning. But he continued to push, and now he made that breakthrough, and now he's going to the next level, man. Thanks for coming out, Mr. East.